bought it, crib, got it, job, bought it. Did I ever ask you to
Hey guys, welcome if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you're maybe. Anyway, so today's video is going to be a little discussion video. Okay, let's discuss some things. I wanted to introduce a new word for you guys, mock mode. Let's talk about it. Guys, I'm officially on mock mode. You heard it right. What is mock mode, so you say? Mock mode is, but technically, like, you just put all your focus on one thing, so set one goal and only focus on that one set goal. My goal right now is to focus on my YouTube, editing, posting, promoting it, and I want to also do more YouTube shorts. I don't care. I'm gonna treat it like a TikTok. That's what I've been doing, and it's been helping me get subscribers and stuff. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, guys. So I've been focusing on just like planning out my weeks. Like as you guys can see right here, I'm starting to plan out my like 3 days. Like I'll plan out the videos I'll make in the next 3 days type shit, you know. So as you guys can see, this video has already been recorded. That was yesterday's video. This right here is today's video, the one I'm making right now. And then I have to figure out tomorrow's video, which is Monday's video. I'll be writing that right here. And then Tuesday, and then Wednesdays. So that's what I started doing. That's one thing I started doing to improve my focusedness and not being lazy. I feel like before I was just like winging it, I coming up with ideas right then and there. But I'm like, let me just sit there and start jotting down ideas of type of YouTube videos I would like to create and post for my viewers. So lately that's what I've been doing. I've just been basically like not really texting that much of my friends and family. I tell everybody like my time frame that you should not contact me is from the moment I wake up, which is usually 7 a.m. to 3 to 5 p.m. I don't want anyone bothering me, anyone texting me too much. And if I don't respond to your text, take it personal. If you want, take it personally if you want. I really don't care, because of the very fact that I am focused on my YouTube career right now. That is my main focus. That's what I want to accomplish in my life, is getting my subscriptions up and my views up, because of the very fact that this is my, like I told you guys in my last videos, my other videos, that YouTube has always been my dream, always be my dream. And of course people are like, oh, what are you gonna do after YouTube? If YouTube were to, you know, close, well, what would you do? Well, as a content creator, you don't have to just have YouTube. There's other ways to be a content creator. You got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got Twitter, Threads, which I have all of them. And there's also Snapchat, which I need to get back on. I feel like I need to download Snapchat again. But when I get my new phone, whenever that is, hopefully next year, I might be able to buy myself a new phone. But when I do buy myself a new phone, I do want to get back on Snapchat. But yeah, guys, I've been really, really focused on me and only me. I've been literally on ignore mode. Like I just been ignoring people sometimes. Like I'm just like, bruh, I can't talk all day every day, you know what I'm saying? And I used to, because I'm like, I start asking myself, like, what am I getting at with this? You know, what exactly am I getting at with this? Like, you know, this whole diaspora of wasting all this time talking about nonsense, complaining about my life, complaining about what was happening with me, my relationships and everything. It's not really taking me anywhere. It's just keeping me in this rabbit hole of darkness. And I'm starting to hate it. I don't like it at all, guys. So I was like, okay, so what can I do? I remember like I just woke up one day and I was like, what can I do to like better myself mentally, right? Better myself as my characteristics traits, to keep myself positive. And what can I also do to improve my mental state as well? And I came up with these notes right here. And I look at those notes every day. These are things that I want to improve on myself. I've noticed I have some toxic traits, such as I used to want to argue about everything. Like anything that pissed me off, we'll have an argument about it. We're gonna discuss it. Like I was so driven by it, you know. And I'm learning that I don't want to be argumentative. Like if you feel like a certain way, then I accept your opinion. I accept your thought process, and I accept what you want to say. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna waste. Basically, I don't want to waste any energy on something that is not worth wasting my energy on. Like I'm not gonna care about it later on. Why should I care about it right now? That type of things, you know. I wrote kind because of the very fact that, like, yes, I'm kind, but I've learned in recent years that I in fact am not as kind as I thought I was. I'm actually, what I see as being blunt sometimes can come off as mean. And I'm in my head, I'm like, my thought process is like, I'm being honest. But sometimes being honest, being too honest could be very harmful to others, which makes people feel scared to tell you things. And I don't want my friends and family to be scared to tell me things. So I've been trying to be more kind, but not too so kind to the point where people walk all over me. That's that. I'm never gonna let that happen. I also wrote set boundaries. I lacked setting boundaries in my lifetime. So like me being on mock mode is actually helping me. Like some people just don't understand that you need your space. Like you need your time, your me time, your alone time. People just don't understand that. And it makes me mad. Like sometimes people get to a point where they get so comfortable with you always saying yes to them that when you do say no to them, they try to get into a fight with you. And I'm learning to set boundaries on letting people know, like, I'm not okay with this. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not going to do this. You know what I'm saying? So now what I've noticed is that a lot of friends and families are like very like careful now to ask me for things, because now they know I'm not the yes girl anymore. Does that make sense? And then we have, the doesn't give up easily. Like I used to, like, if something got too frustrating for me, I just moved on with the next thing. Like with relationships too. Like if I feel like it's just getting too exhausting and I feel like I'm doing all the heavy lifting, I give up. I don't care. That's why I'd be like, I don't think I'm cut out for marriage just yet. And when I was writing that down, that is not at the current rate. I think I am with the right guy. Yes, I am. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, if I'm always giving up easily, you know, on things, it starts there, you know. How am I gonna be able to stay in a marriage for a very long time if my partner annoys me just for a second? I'm ready to break up. It ain't nothing, cut that nigga up. Yeah. That's literally me, y'all. That's literally me. And I used to play that song on a consistent basis when I was in high school. Like I lived by that song, okay? So I really want to fix that toxic habit of mine, because I feel like that's a little bit like, I'll be quick to block people. I don't care. Like you piss me off, block. I still want to keep that mindset, but I don't want to abuse that block button. Does that make sense? Not everybody deserves to be blocked. Okay, I lose my cool and I block them. That's not how you go about life. That's not how you're supposed to do it. So I'm actually currently still working on that, because I'll be quick to block. Okay, it's been about a month that I haven't blocked. 2 months since I last blocked somebody. Well, I take that back. It's been 2 months that I haven't blocked someone that didn't deserve to be blocked. Does that make sense? That makes sense. I also wrote that I also wrote values oneself, because I feel like I didn't value myself because I put myself in predicaments that harmed me mentally or physically or spiritually. Like people would bring me down for not being a religious Muslim, and I allowed myself to be around people that made me feel that way. You know, instead of removing myself from that area, I allowed myself to get abused that way. And I also had people ridiculing me for going from relationship to relationship, knowing damn well that's not my fault. The guys are just terrible. Yes, I might have initiated some things, but I was trying to leave, but they weren't trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm choosing bad guys. It was just happening. And also like people using me for just because I'm reliable, stuff like that. Like me being reliable was like, it's like something that people were like fed on, you know what I'm saying? And I understand my name, my birth name that I was given, y'all see in the description, means reliable, trustworthy, you know, and that's exactly what I am. I'm trusted. You can trust me. I don't lie. I don't like to lie. And also I'm very reliable. So people use that to their advantage, and me being naive, I never realized that. So that's something I really want to work on, is valuing myself to the point where I don't allow myself to be around people that abuse my kindness and mistreat me, and then me just letting them do whatever they want. Basically not being a people pleaser anymore. Learning to trust myself. I feel like I didn't trust myself for a very long time, because like I would be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and then not do it. Like, you know, oh, I'm gonna post these days on YouTube but wouldn't do it. Does that make sense? And I remember when I made this commitment to posting daily, until I get to until I'm at a point where I'm satisfied, or I start working again and I'm unable to post every day. Hopefully I still can post every day once I'm working. But yeah guys, like I remember when I first started it, I was this close to giving up. But I told myself, remember you said you're going to trust yourself? You're going to learn to trust yourself, right? This is your opportunity to prove that you can trust yourself. And I love that I overcame that, and I'm still posting it daily, you know? Except that one day on Tuesday when I think it was election day. But I wanted to I had a parent teacher conference that day, so I was stressed about a lot of things. I had a lot of things to do that day, so I didn't post that day. But like I've been posting every day, and I remember one of my first comments on my YouTube videos, a guy commented, "I'll give her 8 months on this YouTube thing," and I was like, "What did I do to this dude?" Mind you, I was only at 130 subscribers at that time, so I was confused on what the hell I did to him. But 8 months later, we're almost at 400, baby. Like, clock that T, clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it. I didn't let that discourage me. I had a lot of comments. So there was like this guy who just commented nothing but angry emojis. Like, it was funny to me. I don't know. People get hurt by that shit, but I just think it's hilarious. Like, damn, you really pressed. You real pressed, Bookies. Like, you really pressed. I can't go through all of them, but I'm just pointing out the major ones. Like, one of my major ones is like being confident. I am confident in my skin, but I'm not confident. I wasn't confident in my abilities. A month ago, I wasn't confident with my abilities. Like, I know I'm smart, and I knew if I put something in my mind, I can make it happen. But for some reason, in the midst of being abused by everyone around me and bullied basically in my whole life, I stopped believing myself, because I had that passion, that energy, that determination in school. My school years all the way until college. So I don't know what happened to that girl who felt like she can do anything in the world. She can accomplish anything in life. She is going to be a millionaire. I don't know what happened to that girl. That people beating me up mentally, breaking me down, bullying me for being attractive. It was all like, I didn't understand, but now I do. You know, thanks to TikTok. I mean, I'm gonna give it to TikTok. TikTok did that. Okay, TikTok did that. So I'm learning to regain my confidence in myself, believing that I can accomplish anything. And slowly but surely, it's coming back, and I'm very proud. Yes, bitch. The bitch is back. She's back. Period. So yeah, we're getting back there. I've always had confidence in myself, whether I was a big girl, like a little chunky, or if I was skinny. I've always shown confidence when it comes to my ability, my physique, outer appearance. But I'm more so talking about my inner confidence, like my abilities. When it comes to relationships, I'm not insecure at all. Never insecure, never that. But I'm not insecure, but I do have like low self-esteem when it comes to like believing that my partner would actually be loyal to me. Believing that it's not possible for a man to be loyal to one woman because of my experiences. So now it's hard for me to believe that a man can actually be loyal ever. So that's gonna take some time. Yes, can we give a hand applause for accountability? Yes, that's gonna take a long time. Which is why I'm not dating right now, because I really need to fix that. Because believing that no man could ever love me fully and treat me with respect and value me it's not a good thought to have, you know. And I really want to work on that so that I can have my dream man. Honestly, lately I've been, as I'm getting older, I'm 24. I think it was the end of last year, 2023, before I became 24, I started thinking, what if my soulmate is a woman?
Oh my God.
Yes. What if my soulmate is a woman? Because I am bisexual. For those of you who don't know, I am part of the LGBT community. I am bisexual and proud. I've been out for 4 years now. I came out in 2020. I think it was May of 2020. I came out as bisexual. Everyone around me was shocked, but no one was actually surprised at the same time. Because I showed signs. I told my mom and my dad that I was bisexual, and my dad was just happy that I liked both women and men. My mom was like, I knew since you were 7. So yeah, there's that. So I'm very proud of myself for being my true self. I don't really put the flag on my page because there's no need for that. Like, I don't need to, I don't have to tell the whole world. I don't have to like make it a whole thing. Like, I don't want to make my sexuality my personality. That's just weird to me. I can't do it. I'm sorry. But I am very proud of myself. And it was hard at first, but I'll talk about my coming out story one of these days. If you guys want me to talk about it. But I do think there's a lot of inner work I need to do when it comes to me as a person and how I want to be. Like, I remember watching this like YouTube video on one of my people I follow, I'm subscribed to. I follow a lot of self-help channels, and I was thinking about making a channel like that, but I don't know. I feel that's a lot of work to do that. But so she was talking about how if you don't trust yourself, how can you trust anyone else? And I understand. I wholeheartedly felt that. I felt that. It starts with you. If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? I felt that. I love myself for sure. I just didn't trust myself. I wasn't confident in my decisions. So I was always so indecisive, going back and forth with my own self, battling myself 24/7. So yeah, and then I have secure in herself. What do I mean by that? I mean that I want to be secure in myself. Literally, it's literally what it says. Sure of myself. Being secure is like sure of yourself. Is this the life I actually want for myself? You know, is this who I really want to be? Back to the girl that was talking about in that video. She spoke about how she said, ask yourself what kind of personality, what kind of aesthetic clothing does the person you want to be in the future look like? How does she look like? What does she do? What kind of job does she have? Who is she married to? Who is she dating? What kind of friends does she have? Think about that. How do you envision your future self looking like? That woman. And start putting that characteristic traits into action now. And honestly, she's right. She's right. My future self is amazing. She's elegant. She's kind-hearted. She's everyone the same. She's sweet. She's loving. She's nurturing, supportive, and doesn't bring down her man. Doesn't bring down her man's looks. And I feel like I did that in my most recent relationship. I thought I was helping him elevate his appearance, but I feel like that actually hurted his feelings by saying he's just like an old man. To me, it was like I was naive about that. So I feel like I really want to. When I was writing that note down that day, I was thinking about that. I want to be so secure in myself to the point where I wouldn't entertain a man that I feel like I need to fix. Does that make sense? I don't want to talk to a guy who I know I would want him to change his clothing style later on. I don't want to entertain a man that doesn't dress the way I would like my man to be. Does that make sense? And I want to trust that I'm making the right decision and that I'm like sure of what I want for myself. You know, whether it comes to clothing styles, jobs, everything. I want to be secure in myself. I want to be sure of myself, like sure that this is exactly what I want, so that later on I don't regret anything. Living life with no regrets. That's what I'm trying to do in 2025. I also have my next thing is not judgmental. I always thought myself to not be judgmental, but sometimes, as of recently, I've noticed like things I've said in the past or done in the past have been considered judgmental. Like a girl inviting multiple dudes over every week. I was like, kind of slutty. Ran through. Let me stop. Okay, so to me it was giving train. Okay, chugga, all aboard the ho train, all aboard the ho train. Let me stop. But I want to fix that. I realize girls who do stuff like that have daddy issues, and it's not their fault. You know, them being promiscuous, them doing what they do. They're trying so hard to find validation and love in men that the fact that they don't realize how much they're destroying their soul, their spiritual aura. They're destroying it by contaminating with other souls and other auras, and it's darkening theirs, and it's making them very sad. Oh, we just got dark. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get dark. Oh God. But That's literally how I see it. So now I feel, rather than judging them, I feel sad for them. And I pray for them. I pray you find the right guy who's gonna love you. Or I pray you find true love within yourself. Because girl, that ain't it. But there's that, and I just don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to look at somebody and be like, oh my god, did you see her outfit? It's so giving last season. Like mean girl vibes. I don't want to be a mean girl, you know? And the next thing is, I guess I will go through all of them because it's not that serious. I'll try to bring down the conversation level, but being resourceful and open-minded is the next two. I wrote those two down because I never ask for help from anyone. And that day that I was on the phone with my mom, literally crying, telling her like every day when I wake up I want to die. I don't want to live anymore. And her telling me, you can come back home. You can come stay with me. Come stay with me. I've been telling you to leave, but you can literally come home. Come stay with me. And literally not being able to even bring out words because I was so sad and I was crying. Like, I never did that. I never asked for help. And when I do, it's like, the only time I ask for help is when I've reached my breaking point. And now I'm learning to cut that toxic trait or toxic habit out of my life because I need to be resourceful. I need to ask those around me for help. You know, hey, you think you can repost my YouTube video? Like, I haven't gotten to that point yet. I haven't been asking people to repost my videos yet because I don't really have a good friend group, and people that do claim to be my friends, they don't really support me like that. They might watch my videos, but they don't actually repost my videos. And I see people who have friends like that, and I commend you for that. Like, seriously, congratulations on that, because I wish I had that. I wish I had such a good support system where to the point where like my friends are like posting like, yo, subscribe to my friend. You seen her channel? Subscribe to that girl. She is doing her big one. I wanted that, but it's okay. I don't have that. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. I got my babies. Y'all gonna repost my videos. Y'all gonna share my videos. Thank you. I love you guys for that. But I'm learning to be resourceful and asking for help because it's hard for me. Like, my ego hates when I ask for help. I feel so vulnerable. I feel so weak. I feel so useless. Like, how dare you even think of asking someone else for help? They're going through their own thing. And I'm learning to understand, like, it doesn't matter. You need help. Because if the roles were reversed, they would ask you for help and you would help them just like that. It should be the same for you. That's what I've been telling myself, that. And being open-minded. I thought I was open-minded. I'm not. Accountability. Okay, cock the T. Okay, cock it. So, that being said, I know that's a shocker to you guys, but I'm actually not open-minded like I thought I was. Because the thing is, being open-minded is like being okay with a possibility of ending up with a guy who's completely the opposite of your type. Like, the guy I was recently dating was not my type at all. The only thing that attracted me to him was the fact that he had dark hair and he had a beard and beautiful lashes, like beautiful eyes and plump lips. That was what grabbed me. But his persona, the fact that he was wearing glasses was not really my thing. Like, I like a certain type of glasses guy, but he wasn't it. I like a guy with a 6-pack to an 8-pack. I like muscular men who are well built, you know what I'm saying, tall, like 6'4", 6'5". That's the kind of guys I usually attract anyways. For some reason, when I came to Syracuse, I've been attracting guys from 5'8" to like 6'2". That's the tallest I've been with. I went on dates with this in Syracuse. So I haven't been open-minded when it comes to the dating realm. Not when it comes to human beings, but just in the dating realm. I want to be able to be open-minded. Like, you know, there's a chance that I might end up with a Chad instead of a Brad. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. Have you ever seen 90210 or Gossip Girl? You know what I'm talking about. Like, Chad is cute. Like, he's average. He's like a 5. A cold 5 or a 6, right? He's a sweet guy. He's a sweet dude. But he don't take you on dates. He doesn't know how to court you. He's not romantic. He doesn't get you roses. He doesn't buy you anything. He just comes over and y'all just lay down and watch TV. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do. And Chad kind of starts getting boring. And Chads usually get cheated on. I said it here. Okay? So, there's a chance I could end up with a Chad or a Brad, right? And then a Brad does the thing. That boy opens the doors for you. That man, okay? He opens the door for you. He's romantic. Gives you like he buys you things without you asking. Buys you roses every time you see each other, flowers, whatever flower you prefer. Or if you like candy, he gets you candy every time you see it. Like whatever you like, because not every girl likes roses, okay? And Brad schedules restaurant dates with you, or some type of activity you guys can do together, like going to an amusement park, gallery, a shooting range, whatever you're into, that's your hobby. Brad studies you, okay? Brad wants to cater to his woman. But me being open-minded, me trying to be open-minded, I have to be open to the fact that I might end up with a Chad. And Chad, I might just have to learn to... Some of the older ladies I was talking about this issue with, they told me, because they're in their 30s and their late 20s and 40s, okay? I was surrounded by women who are in like late 28 to 45 is how the age range, 56 actually, was the age range I was hanging out with when I was in my old job. And they all told me, sometimes you have to train a man to be the man of your dreams.
Oh, hell no.
And I said, what? I said, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I'm good on that. But they're like, sometimes you gotta train a man. And ladies, do you want to do that? Okay, I don't. I'll rather be single for the rest of my life instead of being with a Chad. That's the mindset I have right now. Okay? But I'm trying to learn that there is a chance, a 50% chance I'm gonna end up with a Chad, and I might have to figure out a way to train him. That sounds scary. Oh God, girl. And the thing is, sometimes from what the older ladies told me is that it's not their fault. They were just not raised to be romantic. They were not raised how to be a gentleman. They were raised by idiots' parents. So because they were not raised to be gentlemen and how to be a gentleman and be romantic and do things for women and how a man should treat a woman, how a man should court a woman, that's because maybe their father figure or their father or their parent, their mother, whoever is around them, never ever tried to get them to that point, you know? So now they're just useless, walking around the world with nothing other than their dick. I mean, they know how to fuck because they watch porn. Okay. Next on our list is accepts compliments and praise. Accepts compliments and praise. That's something I very, 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 very much suck at. Growing up, I wasn't complimented on my beauty. I was actually told, you're not even that pretty. I don't know why all these men are coming for your hand in marriage. Because if you guys don't know, I am Muslim. I'm going to keep mentioning this because people don't know that. But in an Islamic household, once you hit a certain age, or once you even have your period, suitors start coming and knocking on your guy's door, asking your hand in marriage. And I had lots. Especially with my beauty, I mean. Who wouldn't want to marry this? Let me stop. But, yeah, I had a lot of suitors, and I would say no to all of them because I didn't want to marry just to marry. There was some that were rich and there was some that were poor. I didn't care. I wanted to marry for love. So I remember my own mother telling me this exact phrase. I said, what? She said, aka translation for those who speak English. She said, I don't know. She said, you don't have that much beauty falling off your face. I don't know why you say no to the man. She said, I don't understand why you say no to these men. You're not that pretty, basically. I was 11. From a young age, I felt, and the thing is, my first ever bully was my own mother. And then came her brother-in-law, and then her siblings. I remember I had my makeup done and I was smiling like this, and I was made fun of for having my high cheekbones when I smile. So I stopped smiling. I think after my graduation, I never smiled again, like at all. I stopped smiling because of that. So because I never got compliments, when people compliment me, I'm instantly like, I don't know what to say. You're so beautiful. I'm like, oh, thanks. That's me not knowing what to say. Or I'll be like, girl, you too. But that's like, when I say girl, you too, I really mean it. Like, I genuinely like back at you. But I can never just accept the comment. Like, thank you. Like I know I'm beautiful. So thank you for thank you for reminding me or whatever. You know, I never did it. So I'm learning to accept compliments. When someone says, you've done a great job taking care of your mom. Like, you were a mad woman. Like, you handled that. I sit there and I blush. I don't know what to say. I never know what to say. I was like, yeah. I mean, I had to. That's my response. I mean, I had to. No one else was gonna do it. And it's true. No one else was gonna help my mom but me. No one else was gonna drop everything and come and take care of my mom like I did. So, yeah, I did not know how to accept that compliment. I looked at it like it's like compliments are like a foreign object to me, like a foreign phrase that I don't understand. And I'm trying to learn to understand it and learning to accept these compliments. Because yes, I know I'm pretty, but when other people say it, it's like, why are you saying this? Are you gonna hurt me later on? Like, that's what I be thinking. Like, are you gonna use it against me later on? Like, you know. So that's why I want to learn how to do that. The next thing is finding joy in alone time and also not settling. I want to get this recording done fast. I don't want to make it like a 30-minute video. So let's get this started. So the next thing is not settling and finding joy in alone time. So I feel like these go hand in hand, because finding joy in alone time is like being able to be content with yourself and not having to be always around someone to feel good about your life, about yourself. I have been alone to myself for the past 9 months. To myself. I haven't had company like that. And I've always I think with me is I've always loved being alone. I never understood why people say like they don't like being alone. I thrive when I'm alone. But when I got into my relationship in March, I started wanting him every second. I wanted him with me every second, but I never voiced that. And I feel like there was no communication in that relationship. But I feel like in the future, I need to be okay. Even if I'm in a relationship, I need to be okay with being by myself. I need to be content with being alone. Does that make sense? So I already have that one down packed. Okay, guys, I already have that one down packed. I already do. When it comes to finding joy in alone time, I just wanted to remind myself that it's okay to be alone, especially when I'm in a relationship. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship in the future where it's healthy, but I start being clingy. Because I'm so used to being alone, but when I'm in a relationship, it's like I'm a clingy bitch, and I don't want to be that anymore. I don't want my world to revolve around my man. I'm fixing that. That's what I mean by finding joy in alone time. And the next thing is settling, not settling for less. Doesn't settle. Like, I don't want to settle. I don't want to be with a man just because I want a man. I don't want to marry a man just because I want to be married. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to marry a man just because he has money. Like, I just don't want to do something just because it's convenient. I want to be with someone who actually makes me happy, who actually does what I want. When it comes to like in a relationship, like, I want a man who's romantic. I want a man who likes to spoil me, and I want a provider. Sorry, I'm not paying for the bills. You are. I was raised to be the perfect wife. Since I was 6 years old, I expect my man to be a provider. I'm sorry. That's the culture I grew up in. That's what I expect. And that's that. That's why I think I should go back to dating my own people instead of dating Americans anymore. I digress. But yeah, that's one thing I will never do is settle for less than what I deserve or what I want, you know. And the next thing is not impulsive. I am impulsive. Okay. Accountability. I'm the type of person, if you piss me off, I'm blocking you. If you annoy me, I'm blocking you. That block button, it does something to me. It does something to me. It makes me feel so good and powerful. It's like a villain when they're touching that button to torture their enemies. It feels so exhilarating. It's the most amazing feeling ever. And I don't want that no more. I feel like a villain when I do that. And I'm so animated. Let me stop. No, but like seriously, I'm crazy. Okay. Yeah. You piss me off, I'm blocking you. I don't care if you're a boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't care if you're my sibling. I don't care who you are. You done. You done. It's over. To me, as soon as I hit that block button, you don't exist in my world. You no longer exist. Try again. Try out. Come back for the next tryouts to be part of my life again. Let me stop. This has gone terrible. But yeah, I'm trying to be less impulsive when it comes to, especially with the block button or snap at people when I won't say anything for a very long time until I finally snap. And I feel that's a very toxic trait. I want to get rid of that. That girl gotta go. So I want to get better at not being impulsive. Putting me first is next. I want to put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius. No, seriously. I do need to put me first. And I'm always putting other people before myself. I'm always being the bigger person. I'm tired of being the bigger person. I'm tired of thinking that other people are more important than me. That's not the case here. I'm important just as much as they are. And they have their, I'll give them a moment where they're important, and then there's a moment where I'm important. When it comes to my mental state, my financial stability, my spiritual stability, all that stuff, I'm putting me first from now on. And I'm actually have gotten better at that. And I'm done making myself feel bad for that. Like, I gotta put me first, you know? Fights for the life she wants. Baby, I'm fighting for the life I want, okay? I'm gonna do everything in my power to get that rich life I wanted. That I still want. I don't get me wrong, I still want that life. But I'm gonna do everything in my power to be successful in life, to be my dream, guys, my real dream is to be remembered as a humanitarian. And I want to go to Haiti and other countries and like build like aquaponic systems. That's one of my dreams. I'm not gonna go further detail because of the fact that I don't want people steal my ideas. Okay. But yeah, I want to fight for the life I want, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get to it. That's that. Period. Because like I said in the beginning, it doesn't give up easily, right? I usually give up easily, and if something is so hard, I just let it go. Now I'm learning to fight for what I want, like fight for it. If you want that life, you gotta fight for it. I remember I made this little reel on Instagram in 2022. I said, you want to be happy, you want a happy life, you better work, bitch. Yeah. I need to learn one thing I need to do is learn how to take my own advice. You better work, bitch. Yeah, I better work, bitch. Like, I better work. And I'm not talking about like actually going to a job. I mean like work on that life that you want. Like, make it happen, girl. Get your ass up and make it happen. That's what I'm about to do. I already started, but I'm gonna keep going. Period. Okay, girl. Don't do me. Don't do me. Okay, trusting in God's timing and not being impressed so easily. That's the last two. There is one more, but I'm gonna talk about it in the end. Isn't easily impressed. Lately I've been attracting a lot of millionaires. I don't know what it is. Maybe God wants me to be married to a millionaire. I don't know. I almost did say yes to a millionaire, but I said no in the end because I don't want to marry for money, especially if you can't do everything I want. He checked a lot of my boxes, but 3, and those 3 were my major ones, so I just couldn't do it. But as of lately, I've been attracting a lot of millionaires, a lot of rich men, and I don't want to be I don't want to be easily impressed by everything they do for me. I want to not look impressed, and I want to make sure and understand that there's always better, you know? Like, yeah, he bought me flowers. Yeah, he took me shopping. Yeah, he took me to fancy restaurants. Yeah, he did this. Yeah, he did that. But what else? Is that really him? What about his character? Is his personality something I could deal with for the rest of my life? You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm on the hunt for a husband. Not really on a hunt, but like I'm on the lookout for a husband. So if I really want to be married to somebody, I need to, and that's something I've been down to is like, what are the characteristics, traits, and morals does my future husband have? And how does he treat me? I've been thinking about that. And I wrote a whole list of things I would want. And I have not met a man who does any of that. And I understand nobody's perfect, but still. At least have my 5 major points checked out, please. Please! Okay! You can't have all 10, but you can have at least a 5, okay? So, yeah, I'm learning to not easily be impressed by the yachts. But, like, I don't want to be so impressed by everything luxury, you know? I want to act like I own this shit. Like, I am this shit. You know, it was not saying that, telling my sister's friends, welcome to my yacht, because it was mine. I mean, I was his girlfriend. I was rich man's girlfriend. I was his trophy girlfriend, and he was trying to make me his trophy wife, but I just couldn't do it, yo. I couldn't do it. If you ever want me to talk about that story time, I will too. But yeah, girl, no, I don't want to be easily pressed anymore, because like these men, it's because they got money, they can control you and tell you what to do. Boy, bye. Bookies, bye. The last 2 are trusting in God's timing and putting my child's joy first. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about God's timing. I'm realizing, well, I've been knowing this, but I'm realizing even more, is the fact that just because I want something to happen doesn't mean it's gonna happen right away. I don't control what happens. I don't control the time frame of my life. God does. And only way I can enjoy my transformation to getting to the life I want with God's blessings is trusting his process and trusting that he got me, you know, trusting him and leaving it to him and handing it all my worries and stress to him, and he will do it for me. He's the only man I trust. He's the only person I trust. I trust no one but God, and I'm learning to trust myself. You know, I don't trust anyone in this dunya but God. I'm sorry, I just don't. So yeah, trusting in God's timing is something that it was hard for me to accept for a long time, because I always wanted to narrate. I wanted to be the narrator of my story. I didn't want someone else leading me to wherever. I didn't like the unknown. It made me very angry not knowing what's gonna happen next in my life. But now I'm at peace. Like, I don't even know how my life's gonna be in the next 2 months. I don't know, and I don't care. I know I'll be alive. That's it, and that's all that matters, you know. So I'm learning to just accept the little things, letting the little things bring me joy, you know. Having the little things make me feel special and complete in my life, you know. I have a home, I have a roof over my head, you know. I'm at peace with myself. I don't hate myself anymore. I don't blame myself for things that happen. It happened. It's in the past. Let's move on. Okay. That's where I'm at. And then the last thing is putting my child's joy first. I'm realizing that as a mother in the near future, I want to, even if the father and I aren't on good terms, I want to make sure I put my child's joy first. A child wants both parents. Let's be honest. So I want to make sure that my child has mom and dad. And if it means I have to see a man who broke my heart, then so be it. You know, at least my child is going to be happy spending time with their father. As long as we have a really healthy co-parenting system, I'm fine. And it will take time to get over the person, clearly, because we have a whole kid together and we had a whole relationship. So that's something that's going to be hard for me in the future. I know if I ever do get a divorce or a breakup or whatever it may be. But I'm learning now so that way in the future, I have it back down. Does that make sense? So that is all, guys. I'm officially on mock mode. So if you guys don't see me posting much on Instagram, that's the reason why. That is all, you guys, for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this little girl talk, little self updates, and just to give you guys an insight on what I do to give myself motivation on a daily basis to be able to get to the point of achieving my goal, hopefully in the near future with God's good blessings. Anyways, I want you guys to go ahead and click on that post notification bell, because you want to see more of my goofiness, because I want to see more of what you, period. Okay. I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Be part of my beautiful me babies. Bye.
I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. She think that she fucking with me. Is this bitch okay?